Let me start by saying that when Uhuru took power, took off the reins from Kibaki, he found a country that was really splintered on tribal lines in a manner that we could not really work together, come together. It was very difficult for a person from Mount Kenya region to visit, or for a leader from Mount Kenya region to visit Nyanza, for example. And Nyanza was just the extreme. There are very many other communities that would have looked at a leader from Mount Kenya and with disdain. But within a very short while, he has been able to cut across those lines, and he will be more celebrated in Kisumu than he will be celebrated in Gatundu, in Nyeri, or in Muranga. And that is a major achievement. Again, as a person coming from Nyandarua, from Mount Kenya region, the sitting together and working together of Luos and Kikuyus is something that we lost back in the 1960s, before many people were born. And it's because of fitina ya watu. And he was able again to go over those lines, reach out to the former Prime Minister, Raila Amolo Odinga, our presidential candidate for Azimio, and he's been able to bring these two communities together. And it is not that we are not talking about other communities, but every time the Luos and Kikuyus are in talking terms in the country is more stable, is more peaceful, and we are about to experience faster economic growth. This is it's something that we will remember him for, and I can tell you it is something that those of us who will be left behind who really want to work on and to cherish. We must take it to the next level, either through Azimio or through any other engagement that we get. Of course, in terms of development, he has achieved much more than anything many of us never expected. He has achieved development that more than all the presidents put together since 1963. And he has opened up this country to very many other investors across the world. On the international platform, remember, Kibaki was not able to travel outside the country as much as Uhuru has done. And in his traveling, he has again re-established our place and in the international community, gotten into very many bilateral relationships with other countries, and it means that our young people have more opportunities that will be availed to them by the international community in the coming days, because things grow, into fruition, later in life. It is not when you are there. It is later that those who are left behind benefit from what you did while you were in office. And these are things that we will remember Uhuru for, and we really want to thank God that he gave us Uhuru at that time. And again, want to say that the hardship that was there between Uhuru and Raila of 2017 is a historical event, and has helped this country to overcome very many things. Of course, he has been insulted by his own people more than any other leader, and the kind of tolerance that he has demonstrated, we want to see it with other leaders who will be coming, because as he exists, others will come in. He demystified the presidency and allowed the people to have to get uneven leadership. He made it easy. He made it nearer the people. In fact, his approach to leadership is what is allowing younger people to try their luck into leadership, because he demystified it. He made it known to others that you can be a leader. You don't have to. There is nothing so special with you being a leader. It is really a responsibility that has been given to you, and that is why it is now easy to be in the leadership, out of leadership. Life continues. Leadership is still part of life, of course, other than for the security detail that is thrown around him. I'm sure he would have been even more social, and he would have done much more than it was. And even in his style of clothing, it is not the Kaburu way, which we had gotten from the colonialist. He's made it easy in many ways. Using your language, your mother tongue, all the time makes it easy for you to communicate and to get nearer the people. And this is a gift that he used very well, a gift that almost every other leader now has taken after him across the country. You'll find the people asking him to talk to them in Kikuyu as opposed to English or Kiswahili. Every time he would go to Sagana, or even when he was in gatherings that were purely Kikuyu, it is actually the gathering that would ask of him to speak in the mother tongue. But what was also important is that every time he was told that he would say, you start by qualifying. What I tell you in Kikuyu is what I will say in Kiswahili, is what I will say in English. So do not think that we are sitting here to speak ill of anybody. And in any case, in the times in the times that you are in, you can no longer think that you can hide anything from people. So that also endeared him. But he is also very good in Kikuyu, just like his father. He has very good Kikuyu. And it is an added advantage in leadership. It makes you speak to the heart of the people, as opposed to when you use other languages. But it's a gift that must be used very, very carefully, so that you never use it to plot against anybody else. That we have seen. And we have video clips of people using their mother tongue while they are plotting against us.
My name is Gabriel Thobedongo, a resident of Daragwa constituency, and you know, now that there is the change of power from Tuesday, it's also very important we do a bit of auditing of what really for the 10 years the President Uhuru Kenyatta has done for this Nyandarua County. I know and I remember very well that, you know, for you to perform, you have to have the member of parliament within, because the member of the parliament is the representative of Wajiko. And you know, it's also very important to know how the government works, because the member of parliament is the one who do the lobbying from the line ministries for them to get enough funds for the development of the area. And in this account, we have heard that the whole country, there have been tarmac of 11,000 kilometers. But when you look at the Daragwa per se constituency, we have not seen any just about 4 kilometers of tarmac. And it has been very horrible, particularly this rainy season. War, I would say 50-50. But when I look at it from the perspective of what we call the Vision 2030, the strategic plan, and what is expected, because right now we had already been told about the Pace Dam, the Marewa Dam, and as we look at it, there is nothing which has been done. So we expect maybe the incoming government will going to do something concerning that.
Kwa majina mimi naitwa Martin Mwangi Nyambura, na watu wengi wananijua kama Rocky Boy. Hiyo ndio jina ya mtaa. Hata ukija kwa hii stage yetu uliza Rocky Boy wananijua. Okay. Kwanza nitaanzia na usifu uongozi wa President wetu Uhuru Kenyatta, sababu tuliishi kuambiwa kuhusu hii barabara, na kama venye tunavyoona saa hii barabara imetengenezwa. Tunafurahia sababu kama ni pikipiki zetu zinatupa service. Vijiji vyetu vimeanza kukua kwa sababu watu wanatoka kule town wanaleta maendeleo katika vijiji vyetu, na tunafurahia sana. Hiyo ni moja wapo ya vitu ambazo naweza mshukuru sana mahali popote alipo. Ya kwanza mimi ni youth, na naweza furahia sana kiweza kuwa wanakuja kama huku wanatuuliza mambo ambayo tuko nayo, ama mambo yenye tunaweza fanya ya kutukuza. For example, mimi ni msanii na naibanga nyimbo za bongo, ingawa sijapata hiyo nafasi ya kurekodi ngoma hata moja. Mimi nilikuwa naomba kama kuna pesa wangetenga kwa ajili ya sisi mayouth ndo tukue kwa urahisi, inaweza kuwa inatusaidia sana.
Okay, kwa majina naitwa Frederick Otieno Pio, mkazi wa Nyandarua County, na ni mmoja kati ya ma-investor ambao tuna-invest katika county yetu ya Nyandarua, ila home ni South Side za Nyanza. Kitu ambacho naweza nikasema na nikamkumbuka rais mstaafu ambaye anastaafu kwa hivi sasa, Mheshimiwa Uhuru Kenyatta, ni alijaribu kuwekeza katika kazi za mtaani, alijaribu kutengeneza kazi na kubuni jinsi ambavyo vijana wanaweza kufanya kazi kwa wingi, na pia kitu ambacho naweza kujaribu kumkumbuka Mheshimiwa Uhuru Kenyatta ni pale ambapo alijaribu kuunganisha Wakenya kuwa kitu kimoja kwa misingi ya kikabila, akatuletea maendeleo kadha wa kadha. Mabaya ya Mheshimiwa Uhuru ambao tuliweza kuona katika serikali yake ni pale ambapo alishindwa kupigana na ufisadi katika kaunti yetu ya Nyandarua. Kama kaunti yetu ya Nyandarua tulisikia kwamba gavana wetu alirudisha pesa katika treasury, lakini baada ya kuja kutoka tukajikuta kwamba kaunti yetu ya Nyandarua bado tulikuwa na madeni mengi sana, na ni kaunti ambayo maendeleo yake sio kwamba ilifanyika kwa kulingana na madeni. Na kitu kingine ambacho naweza kusema kwamba Uhuru Kenyatta alikifanya kibaya ni pale ambapo alijaribu kutuweka sisi wananchi kama wakazi wa Nyandarua, kutuweka kama sisi kuweza kumchukia mheshimiwa ambaye ni rais wa sasa hivi, ambao ni rais wetu mtarajiwa William Samoei Ruto, kwa sababu alituonesha mabaya ya Ruto wakati wakifanya naye kazi, ila hakuweza kutuambia mabaya yake yako wapi. Na yale mazuri ambayo tuseme kwamba amefanya ni mengi, mabaya yake ni machache, lakini mazuri ni mengi, ila tumshukuru kwa kila ambacho amefanya kama sisi wakazi wa Nyandarua. Kitu ambacho tutakuwa tukimiss Mheshimiwa Uhuru Kenyatta ni serikali, katika serikali yake, ngazi ya serikali yake ambayo amefanya. Ni serikali ambayo sikuwahi kusikia kwamba akitukana mtu kama Mheshimiwa Moi Mheshimiwa Kibaki alipokuwa anakuja anasema kwamba washenzi sana, kuku we mavi ya kuku. Uhuru sikuwahi kumsikia. Mheshimiwa Uhuru Kenyatta ni mtu mcheshi, alikuwa akifika kwenye sehemu za watu hivi, yani ni mtu mwenye anaongea na watu vizuri, anaongelesha watu vizuri, lakini ambapo Uhuru Kenyatta ambapo alijaribu tu kutukosea sisi watu wa Nyandarua na watu wa Kenya ni pale ambapo alijaribu kututenganisha na Mheshimiwa Ruto, ya kwamba Ruto ana mabaya yake wakati yuko kwenye serikali. Sisi kwa upande wa Nyandarua, toka Uhuru ameingia katika serikali, kweli ni dhambi kwamba ameingia toka 2017 nimekuja Nyandarua, sikuwahi kumuona Uhuru Kenyatta amekuja katika kaunti ya Nyandarua. Sikuwahi kusikia Nyandarua amesema kwamba Nyandarua tumewapatia kitu fulani, wala kujiendesha kwenye kaunti ya Nyandarua. Tumemwona Ruto amekuja hapa hivi akakaa na sisi akatuambia kwamba 1 2 3, lakini Uhuru Kenyatta alipokuja katika kufungua barabara hii ambayo tunaitumia sasa hivi, alikuja kufungulia kwa Jabini huko ndani, hakuwahi kuja kukaa na sisi kutuambia kwamba sisi kama wananchi wa Nyandarua tunafanya hivi tunafanya hivi. Hakuwahi kutuonyesha ushirikiano wowote wa serikali. Lakini Mheshimiwa Ruto, rais ambaye sasa hivi anaingia, tunaweza tukampongeza. Alikuwa anakuja hapa hivi, akifika hapa hivi anatuongelesha mpaka hapa ni Nyandarua.